Hey there, I am AJ. My first YouTube video, so see how it goes. I am going to show you how to highlight and contour your face. It's more of a natural contour, so you don't see those harsh lines like you do on some people. Today I'm going to use e.l.f.'s concealer. I got one that's 2 shades lighter than my skin tone and then 2 shades darker. So I got these two. Pretty good. I use a little bit. Oil free, so it's good. Yeah, so I usually don't use brushes a lot unless it's for eyeshadow or blending everything. I like to use my hands, so I just put a little bit of the lighter concealer on my finger. Probably about that much. I use at a time. I use my other finger. And what I do is I make little stripes going down. Start on my inner part of the eye. And I kind of just make a triangle as I'm going. I love this stuff because it's so smooth on my skin. I don't like it when it looks cakey and stuff when I'm done. And I rarely use makeup unless I have to. I tend to not wear it as much. And I only have a little bit left on my finger, so I'm just going to use it. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that in now, just like I did with the other eye. Make a triangle and tend to go like under my eye or straight towards my hairline, like just straight with the triangle. Just really blend it in so that way when you do start putting the darker on and everything, you don't have harsh lines, because this is more of a natural one. So I'm going to keep going on with the light, and I'm going to highlight the bridge of my nose, or the center of it, a little bit on my forehead. I don't like to put a lot of makeup on my forehead just because it makes me look, with my forehead you can always tell I'm wearing makeup when I do it there. So I'm going to put it on my chin, my nose, a little bit in between my eyebrows, and just slightly along my jawline. So with my nose, I have this dark mark on my nose because I scratched it pretty bad on the bottom of a pool. So I tend to put a lot, let it dry a little bit, and then blend it once it's really settled into my skin. Just a little bit. And for right here, I kind of just do little swooshes up. So I just swooshed, swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And the rest just dab, dab. You do about 2-3 dabs. The leftover of what's on my fingers. Just blend it. Sometimes I put it a little bit in the crease of my lips, or along the top half of my lip. Just along like that. And finish. I'm going to go over this a little bit more. And if there's a lot on there and you get it on your finger, right here, and bring it onto your lips. If you didn't have enough the first time. Okay, so done highlighting. Let that sit a little bit as I get my contour. I love this stuff. I love e.l.f. It's seriously so cheap but amazing. If I don't use e.l.f., I have this. It is called Hard Candy. Sorry. And I got it from Walmart. It used to be at Sephora, but they stopped having it, so I found it at Walmart for $5. Really good, really covers. It's really good coverage. So I'm going to get some of my dark. And I'm going to put it in the hollow part right underneath my cheekbones. It's a little darker than I am, just not too much. I didn't want to get something with an extreme contour. So what I'm going to do is like cheekbone right here. It's a little bit under it, right at that point of that triangle that you made with contour. Kind of just swoosh up, going with that shape that you did originally. If you want, you can make a C shape. I usually just do this and it's good for me. So you're just gonna swoosh up. There's one side. Then I usually bring it down just a little bit. Then the other side. So cheekbone right under. If I'm looking this way because I have a mirror, I was going backwards looking at the camera, so just gonna swoosh up and really blend it in. Put in a little bit more. Okay. And now I am going to put some starting from my eyebrows going down the side of my nose. Let's get a little bit on my hand. And how I'm starting, I'm really slowly just working it in, going down my nose. Really thins out your nose depending on how thin you want your nose to appear. So just right there, and you go down the side of your nose. Usually I kind of go into a point, like, and then on the tip of my nose. I'm just going to blend that in. Okay. And now, temples. Because I'm really trying to bring my face inwards, and everything that you contour is going to look darker. Everything I highlight is going to bring it out, so those are the points that I want more forward on my face. Everything else I'm pulling back. So I do this from my eye, and I go up, and I go onto my temple. There, and then eye, and go up towards my temple, and fill it in. And if you want, you can highlight along your, or contour right here, and underneath your chin. I just like doing this. And I'm done. I let it sit for a little bit because I put everything away in my giant makeup box I have. And since I'm letting it sit, also e.l.f. has this amazing little face palette. I love it. It has all these eyeshadows and it's just amazing to me. I love it. And then little drawer. And you have some blushes and everything. So yeah, I really like it. So I would go get one. They're not expensive at all. e.l.f. is amazing. I love their stuff. I just love it. So, just cleaning off one of my brushes. Now it's settled in a bit. I got my brush, also e.l.f. I love this one. And I have MAC Loose Powder Foundation. My color, it just says dark at the bottom. I don't see anything else, but I love it. It's really light. It's really, you don't look like you have a lot of makeup on when you have it. Especially with doing all this, it's amazing to help you blend everything in. So I have a little bit on my lid. Just going to tap it on there. Sort of around my brush. And then I usually start right here. I start blending it. I always start on the outside of my face. And I just start going in little circles, just blending it all. Half the time I really don't use a mirror for this part because I'm just blending it. And then I check it once I finish blending, or at least the outside of it. And a little bit of this MAC loose foundation goes a long way. Half the time, unless I really want to look nice and highlight my whole face and everything, half the time I just put that on and it does amazing coverage. If you notice, when I first started doing the video, I have lighter and darker spots on my face. That covers it and it makes it look amazing. So now that I mixed in everything on this outside, I'm gonna start bringing my brush in. Usually I bring the darkness that's on the side down into my eye so it blends it in so I don't look like I have this giant white spot under my eye. And it may not look like it, that it looks like I just wiped off everything I just did, but it's still there. It is there. It's just all blended in. I know it's there because when I first started doing it, I used this lighter powder for my highlight, and you could see it in pictures. I thought, oh, I blended it in. It's not even there. What's the point of doing this? But it's there. So I stopped using the loose powder for my highlight, started using creams, and it was a lot better. And if you really look at your face, I don't know if you could tell in the video, but you can still slightly see that contour and the highlight of it. If you want to add a little extra highlight, you can. I sometimes do if I feel like it's not bright enough. And also, if you put on makeup and you have a skin thing where you really want to cover up, make sure you blend it into your neck. That way you don't have that makeup line. If you blend it down into your neck, you do not see it. And also, pull it into your hairline. It's not gonna hurt. Just really pull it in all the edges, so that way you don't have any of that makeup lines. Okay, well, that's how you highlight and contour. If you want, you can put some bronzer on. I have mine. It's, again, e.l.f. I love e.l.f. And I don't know where my brushes are. My son probably took them, so I have my big e.l.f. face brush. Usually when it happens where I can't find my brushes, I squeeze this down. Just rub it on the top of that a little bit. Just squeeze it and kind of flick up a little bit. And then I just blend it in. Just blend it all in. And that is that. I'm going to continue on doing the rest of my makeup. If you guys want to stop watching right now, just end the video. If you like and subscribe, I'm going to be putting up more videos. I also do face painting, balloon twisting, and a lot of makeup stuff. So if you want to subscribe, I'm going to try to put up some more videos once I get time. So I'm going to continue on doing my makeup. So if you're staying, hi. If you're leaving, bye. It was nice to meet you. So now what I'm going to do, I always do my blush right after I do all this, because with my blush I always put on a little more. That way throughout the day it kind of wears off, I guess. And as I'm doing my makeup, if I touch it, I'm kind of rubbing it anyways. So I have MAC blush. It's Dolly Mix. It's really pink. I really like it. Yeah, it's MAC Dolly Mix. I don't know if you can see that. I love it. It's really pink, really vibrant. It's amazing. I'm using the same brush I did earlier because I can't find my brushes, so I improvise. I just put a little bit at a time. Kind of just dab up. See, just a little bit goes a long way with this. I did not have that much on my brush. And I'm going right on top of where I put that bronzer. So it's a bronzer, blush, and it's kind of meshing the two in. And I like to go all the way up to about this part. It just really sleekens up my face. So I always pull everything up, if you have noticed. A lot of people just do their the apples of their cheeks. I like to pull it up. Okay. See, my face looks a lot more narrow to me as I'm doing this. If you want to add more bronzer, you can. Add more blush, you can. I don't tend to add a lot of stuff on my face. It's just not something I don't do unless I'm going out, which I am tonight. So I have this e.l.f. highlight and concealer. Usually I use the concealer as my highlight. I just got something lighter, and then the highlight is more of a shimmery type thing, so you can put it under your eyes. I used to use this as a highlight. I just chose to use the creams more. It looked more natural to me. So I use the white highlight. I put it right, I put 3 dots. Other side, 3 dots. If you want to put some on your nose, you can. Anywhere else you can that you want to highlight. I like this as like a shimmer for my eyeshadow, especially if I don't want to put eyeshadow on. I just put this on because today I am just doing liquid eyeliner. I like to do a cat eye. I put this on as my base for that. I just blend it all in. Looks good. And I got this liquid eyeliner from Sally's Beauty Store. I really didn't really use liquid eyeliner. What I used to use all the time was MAC black eyeshadow. I would get the brush wet and use it as eyeliner. Then I got this stuff. It's MAC also. It's black. It's kind of like putty type thing. It's not powder. It's not actual like from the palette or anything. It's just a little gushy. So I use that sometimes. I use this for my bottom eyeliner if I want to do right here, because it stays. Unless you wipe it, it's staying in your eye. So I get my liquid eyeliner, kind of try to get it to a fine point. I start in the center of my eye, and I kind of tend to make it thin at the inside of my eye and then thicker as I go out. So I'll get close and then a little thicker. See, I haven't filled it in yet, so I still have a gap, if you can see that little gap. I don't fill it in until after I get that right shape I like. That way I have less to take off if I mess up. That's how I usually do it. I go thicker, and then from the outside of my eye, I just bring it up. So once I got that, just dip it again. And I start to fill in. And then I connect the lines. Okay. So that's how I do it. I like it. I love doing this. I usually, even if I do like a bright eyeshadow, I always put a little bit of liquid eyeliner. It really brings out the color. Black will always make the colors pop. Always use black if you can. Okay, so I'm just going to do the other eye really quick. And that is that. Making sure they're the same. It's a little different, so I'm going to try to fix them. Okay. And then you can curl your eyelashes if you want to. I don't really curl my eyelashes. Those things scare me, so I don't like to. So again, I have e.l.f. mascara, 3-in-1 mascara. That's what I'm using right now. That is upside down. There we go. And I like it. The brushes have this weird little ball at the end, which really helps me get the corners of my eyes and the inner part of my eyes. Let's get some more. And also, never wipe your mascara. If you get like a lot at the tip of it, do not wipe it on the edge of the bottle. Do not do that. It just leaves chunks, and it's going to start making you get chunks in your brush if you start doing that. If you have a mascara that does that a lot and leaves a lot when you pull it out, then get a napkin, just wipe it off. It's better than getting your mascara all clumpy. So that is how I do my makeup. I will be posting up different ones, different things, because I do princess work on the weekends. I dress up and go to kids' parties, so I will be showing how to do the princesses that I am, how to do their makeup. And I also put up some of my face painting stuff and my balloon twisting. So I'm sorry this video was super long. I'm hoping my next ones will be a little shorter, my first one. So I hope you liked it. Subscribe to see my future videos. Please like it, share it if you want to. So, yep, let me know. Bye.